Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2024 Diecast Racing Cup Series Championship Race. We have 6 contenders for the championship, and we'll read them off, 1st through 6th. Stewart-Haas Racing, this is their last ever race, last ever chance at the championship, trying to go for the most ever championships by a team at 3. They are currently tied with Joe Gibbs Racing for the most at 2, trying to break that tie. Noah Gragson has a 15-point lead over a Gibbs driver, Christopher Bell, in his breakout year, 15 points back. Jimmy Johnson in his last ever race, trying to get his first championship. This is the best chance he's ever going to have. Can he make it happen? He is 17 points behind Noah Gragson, his former employee. And also, this is Legacy Motor Club's last race as a Chevrolet. They will be Toyotas next season. Brad Keselowski is 28 points back. This is RFK's best chance ever. Can he get the job done? Ryan Blaney is 34 points back. Penske has a chance to get their first ever title. They have been the bridesmaid all the time in this series. Could they be the bride tonight? And RFK has both their Fords in contention for the championship, albeit Chris Buescher is dead last in those championship contenders points-wise. He is 40 points back. He is going to need a lot to go right for him, and he's going to be starting pretty deep in the field too. Then we have an awesome battle between 7th and 14th. These guys are 18 points separated, 7th through 14th. Alex Bowman, John Hunter Nemechek, Joey Logano, Ricky Stenhouse, Eric Jones, Austin Dillon, Ty Gibbs, Tyler Reddick. This is going to be an awesome battle to see who can get in the back half of the top 10 in the point standings. That's going to be pretty fun to watch, but the championship battle trumps all. Then, the last 2 in the playoffs, Martin Truex, Kurt Busch, in their last race, trying not to finish dead last in the standings. And then we're going to go through 17th through 36th in the standings one last time. And now let's get you set up and rolling for tonight's starting lineup for the 2024 Diecast Racing Cup Series Championship Race. So, in row 1 on the pole, John Hunter Nemechek had an awesome regular season. The rookie sensation, as we like to call him, had a very disappointing playoffs, but that is okay. He can get 7th in the standings tonight, as long as he stays up in the front and maybe get a win. But this guy wants it more, I think. Kevin Harvick starting to his outside, the defending champ, in his last race at his best track, in his team's last race as well. Can he send Stewart-Haas out on a high and win his final race and their final race? Let's see. Row 2 is Austin Dillon, fighting for a top 10 in the point standings. He's got a pretty good shot at doing it. Let's see what he can do. And then Noah Gragson did what he needed to do. Qualified right behind his teammate. Is way ahead of most of his contenders. Brad Keselowski's a little bit behind him, and same with Ryan Blaney. But Noah is looking really good for that championship. Row 3, Chase Elliott was having a pretty disappointing season until he won at the Roval. This is one of his better tracks as well. Could he get the job done here? Then Daniel Suarez, after tying for the championship lead last year but losing out due to wins, he's looking to cap off this dismal season with a win. Also, another thing I forgot to mention is so far through 32 races, we have had 19 race winners. The most in any season. Could we see 20 tonight? Row 4. Kyle Larson, another dismal season, trying to be that 20th winner on the year. And Ty Gibbs trying to finish top 10 in the point standings. And then in row 5, Ty Gibbs' old ride, Kurt Busch. Ty Gibbs did drive the 18 M&M's Toyota last season in his rookie season. This is the last race for the number 18 M&M's Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota, and also Kurt Busch's last race. Could he win one last time? And Brad Keselowski, a championship contender starting 10th, needs a lot of points. 10 cars up front, but he can gain 28 points. It's not impossible. Row 6, Ross Chastain, had he made the playoffs, he'd be a championship contender, but he missed the playoffs. And unfortunately, his hot streak doesn't really matter now. Ricky Stenhouse trying to get top 10 in the standings. Row number 7, AJ Allmendinger, trying to just getting colleagues some feedback on this new car and give them another good result before they go full-time racing and try and get his second championship next year after his first with JTG Doherty in 2019. Ryan Preece doesn't have a job for next year. This is Stewart-Haas Racing's last race. He's looking to impress teams with a victory tonight. Could he be the one to get Stewart-Haas their last win? We'll see. Row 8, the best friends, Ryan Blaney, Bubba Wallace. Ryan Blaney, a championship contender, 34 points back. It's not impossible, but he needs a lot. Bubba Wallace had a very dismal first half of the season, but he's really picked it up in the second half and finally got his first win of the year at Martinsville last week. Could he go back-to-back tonight? Then behind them in row number 9, we have Kyle Busch, who had a great regular season but missed the playoffs, unfortunately, because he couldn't find a way to win. And Eric Jones in Legacy Motor Club's last race as a Chevy. As they move to Toyota next year, as I mentioned, they will try and get top 10 in the point standings this year. Joey Logano, it is shocking that the all-time wins leader in this series has not won a race yet. He could be that 20th winner and get his 20th career win. He'll have to do it from row 10 in the 19th starting spot. To his outside is Shane Van Gisbergen, who is going full-time racing in that number 91 Trackhouse Chevy. Could he's just trying to get more experience, but he could also win races, as we saw at Daytona, where he shocked the world. Row 11, Todd Gilliland. I'm really high on this man. He's always been fast, but just doesn't have the wins. I am shocked he has not won yet. This 38 car will be fast next year, as he has always been a really good driver. Just can't get it done, man. It's coming soon for Todd Gilliland. I guarantee it. Just watch out for that 38 team tonight and heading into next year. And then to his outside, Chris Buescher, a championship contender, albeit 40 points back, needs a lot to go right tonight. Probably needs a win. But who knows? Anything is possible. And then in row 13, I believe this is row 13. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sorry, row 12. The two playoff drivers that are the closest to Noah Gragson, 15 and 17 points back. Jimmy Johnson and Christopher Bell start in row 12, really far behind Gragson, as they're the last two playoff contenders who qualified on time. Jimmy trying to get Legacy Motor Club's last race as a Chevy and their first ever championship and his first ever championship as a driver owner. Christopher Bell, breakout season, trying to get Joe Gibbs the most championships by any team at 3, trying to break that tie between them and Stewart-Haas Racing. That tie will probably be broken tonight. Who knows? Next row, row 13, Alex Bowman trying to hang on to 7th in the standings. Josh Berry will move to the Wood Brothers Ford next year, trying to get Stewart-Haas their last win. Another lame duck season for Austin Cindric, as he'll start deep in the field. In row 14, Corey LaJoie got that win in Atlanta, but still doesn't have a job for next year. If he gets a win again, he'll probably have a job for next year. Row 15, Harrison Burton also doesn't have a job next year. This is his last race for the Wood Brothers, as well as Corey LaJoie's last race for Spire. Harrison Burton looking for another win. And just an impressive performance to impress teams and get a job for next season. William Byron also had a pretty rough season again. He's just looking to find that form that he had back in 2021, where he made the playoffs and was pretty good, even though he did not win a race. Then the next row, former champ Denny Hamlin has had a very dismal season. Although he got hot in the summer, but it's been very dismal ever since Just another rough season for the 11 after his championship. Maybe he can be the 20th winner tonight. He hasn't won in a while. Let's see if he can do it again. Michael McDowell on his last race for Front Row before he moves over to Spire, as Front Row will gain what could be tonight's champion, Noah Gregson. They'll have him on their roster in that 34 car next year. As McDowell moves over to Spire, not in the 7 car, they'll have 2 Spire cars next year, which is big for that team. Then in row, I believe this is 17, sorry. Martin Truex Jr., last ever race, trying to beat out his teammate Kurt Busch to not be last in the standings. In the playoff, out of the 16 playoff drivers, trying not to be 16th out of those 16 playoff drivers. This is his last race, trying to end it off on a high with a win. Same with Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson, and Harvick, even though Johnson would rather win and get the championship. But let's see what Martin Truex Jr. has in the tank for his final ever race. And Tyler Reddick, starting 34th, trying to get a top 10 in the points standings. And starting dead last in Stewart-Haas's final race with that famous 14, Chase Briscoe taking over for Martin Truex Jr.'s ride next year. If he wants to get Stewart-Haas's final win, he'll have to do it from dead last. So, 30 laps, 10 lap stages as always. No stage cautions as always throughout the playoffs. And 6 drivers will have a chance at a championship. Who will it be? We will find out in the next 45 minutes. This is also Stewart-Haas's final race. Legacy Motor Club's final race as Chevys. Harrison Burton's final race at the Wood Brothers. Corey LaJoie's final race at Spire. Michael McDowell's final race at Front Row. This is Kevin Harvick's last race ever, as well as Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson, and Martin Truex, 4 legends of the sport. And yeah, Joe Gibbs Racing, Stewart-Haas Racing, trying to break the tie of most championships by team. They both have 2, and Gregson and Bell are top 2 in the standings, looking to break that tie. Championship contenders where they start. Noah Gregson is 4th, Brad Keselowski is 10th, Ryan Blaney is 15th, Chris Buescher 22nd, Jimmy Johnson 23rd, Christopher Bell 24th. And I think it's about time we start this up. Here we go, 35 cars ready to burn it down here in Phoenix. The 2024 Diecast Racing Cup Series Championship race is underway. One last time. goes to Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon leads. He's ahead of Noah Gregson. Kevin Harvick is already to his inside. Hey, Kevin Harvick going to the bottom. Dillon up high. Side by side for the lead on lap number 2. Hey, been an awesome battle already, as Harvick is already really impressed so far. A lot of the championship contenders are up high. They got pretty shuffled so far. Here comes Ty Gibbs trying to battle Austin Dillon, but no, Austin Dillon and Noah Gregson are going to pull ahead. Now here comes the bottom line. Kevin Harvick gets a big shove. Keselowski is in the middle. Trying to make something happen. He is trying to catch up to that number 10 who runs second. Austin Dillon leads lap number 3. Dillon, Gregson, Stenhouse, Jones, the top 4 are all single file. I believe Kurt Busch just got shuffled out. Yes, he did. Wow, the bottom line doesn't have much help. Chase Briscoe almost got turned in the back. Here comes a big shove from Ty Gibbs. Dillon still has the lead. We begin, what lap is it? I think it's lap 4. We begin lap 4. Dillon, Gibbs, Gregson, Keselowski's up to 4th. Right now, it's Noah Gregson's championship to lose, of course, as he is the highest running out of all of the playoff drivers, as we're coming to lap number 5. Lap number 5, Ryan Blaney makes a big move in the back. Daniel Suarez gets shuffled out because of it. Now Ty Gibbs is side by side with Austin Dillon. Jimmy Johnson is broken into the top 10. Yeah, Jimmy, he needs a good night. He doesn't need a good night, he needs a great night if he wants to be champion. They are side by side for the lead between Dillon and Gibbs. Now Gibbs breaks ahead. Sorry, Austin Dillon breaks ahead. We begin lap number 6. Ryan Preece gets shuffled out. Brad is thinking about moving. He stays in line. Christopher Bell is rising to the front. Same with Chris Buescher. Holy cow. All the championship contenders are up in the front besides Ryan Blaney. And all of the retiring guys are in the back. Martin Truex gets kicked down to the bottom. Now it's Dillon and Gregson who are in the lead. We begin lap number 7. Dillon, Gregson, Stenhouse, and Jones all pull ahead of Ty Gibbs' line. On lap number 7, the top 4 are single file. Everybody's trying to stay in line at this moment. Looking good for Austin Dillon, though. Austin Dillon's having a really good race. Kurt Busch goes to the bottom. We begin lap number 8. The top 5 are single file. Shane Van Gisbergen up to 5th. And Noah Gregson thinking about moving low? It was. Gregson did think about it. He's still in line, though. Lap number 9 begins. Still Dillon, still Gregson. Gregson's going to get some good stage points if he finishes where he does. He probably should stay in line for second. I don't think he needs to win. He can get stage points right here. This will be huge. Last lap of the stage incoming. This is pretty big for all the championship contenders. Trying to run down Gregson. The 10, 17, 6, and 20 are all inside the top 10. Man, Jimmy got kicked down to the curb, didn't he? Yeah, he did. He's all the way back in the mid-pack. Not much is happening. Here is Austin Dillon coming out of turn 4, and Austin Dillon wins stage number 1 over Noah Gregson. Ty Gibbs gets third. Stenhouse 4th. Jones 5th. Cindric 6th. Van Gisbergen 7th. Brad 8th. Bush 9th. And Chris Buescher gets 10th. So all of the the Roush guys and Gregson get stage points. Austin Dillon is looking good in the lead right now. We'll get back to that battle here in a second as I got to get the results taken care of. So what is it? It's Austin Dillon, it's Noah Gregson, then it's Ty, then it's Stenhouse. I believe Eric Jones is 5th. Yeah, it's Eric Jones, then Cindric, then Van Gisbergen, Brad Bush, and Buescher. That's the top 10. All right. Let me make sure that's the top 10 before I bring everything back. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. All right. Lap 11. Nothing has really changed in the past couple of laps. We've really gotten into a lull right now. All this does is help Noah Gregson. And in fact, here is a move finally being made by somebody as Kyle Larson, who is dead last in 35th, has made a move. He goes to the bottom. This will bring the 6 closer to the 10 as we begin lap 12. Ooh, Reddick kicks Truex down. Truex goes down. Gibbs is going to fall back. Going to lap number 13. Ryan Blaney thinking about moving. Same with William Byron and Alex Bowman. But it's looking good for Noah Gregson right now. Yeah, as soon as Noah got that good qualifying result, I knew he was going to be tough to beat. When he was at the back last week, it's really hard for him to get to the front. But when he's at the front, it's really hard for him to go to the back. As we begin lap number 14. Alex Bowman moves down. Alex Bowman's out of line. As his 7th place is in jeopardy. Halfway through the championship race. Probably the tamest it's been so far ever in a championship race. Austin Dillon in the lead. Noah Gregson is 2nd. Stenhouse, Gibbs, Jones, Keselowski, Van Gisbergen, the top 7. Coming to lap number 16. Kyle Larson drops down. Michael McDowell thinking about moving. this is lap 8. No, it's 17. The top line has been the really dominant line. Austin Dillon has dominated this championship race so far. Ty Gibbs has thought about moving down. Kurt Busch did move down in the back. But it's all Noah Gragson right now in the championship race. Hell, the only one that's really trying anything is Blaney in the back, and it's not getting him anywhere. Lap 18. Truex moves back. Still everything has really been the same. Coming to lap number 19. 2 to go on stage 2. Still no cautions. Oh, Noah Gragson! He's gonna move! Gragson goes to the bottom! Here we go. Noah Gragson making a very bold move. Cindric gets in front of Brad. That is huge for the championship race. Now Cindric goes back to the bottom. Oh, Brad's thinking about moving. Eric Jones moves. Ricky Stenhouse is moving. Or are they going to stick in line? They think they are going to stick in line. Here we go. Last lap on the stage. Stenhouse and Jones move. They move back up top. White flag is out. Middle line losing momentum. Chastain thinking about a fourth line. Still Dillon in the lead. Chris Buescher's up to Gragson though. So is Chris Buescher, and here comes Christopher Bell. Ross Chastain begins the fourth line. Tyler Reddick, Martin Truex. Last lap on the stage. Where is all the playoff contenders going to finish? Austin Dillon is going to win the stage barely over Noah Gragson. He gets second again. Stenhouse third. Jones fourth. Van Gisbergen fifth. Buescher gets sixth. Noah gets 18 stage points. Chris Buescher, he's going to get 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 5 for Chris Buescher. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Bell gets 3. Everybody else, Johnson and Blaney get no stage points at all. Brad will end up with 3. Bell with 3. Gragson with 18. Buescher with 6th. But Austin Dillon, is anybody going to take this from Austin Dillon? I doubt it. As we are in the home stretch, there has never been a caution-free race in the Diecast Racing Cup Series. We might get one tonight. No one is wrecked. We're on lap 21. I thought there'd be a lot more wrecking. There's a championship on the line. But nope, there has not been a lot of wrecking. Dillon and Gragson are still side by side. Now you have to beat Noah straight up, but he has a ton of stage points now. Gonna be really tough to beat him if he doesn't follow the race. He's still battling Dillon. Lap 22. Here comes some more momentum to the lines below Gragson, but Gragson is just hanging on with the 3 and the 47. William Byron gets shuffled out. Going to lap 23. Austin Dillon might lead every lap of this race. Oh, Gragson falls. Gragson finally falls back. He is side by side with Chris Buescher. Christopher Bell's trying to do something. 4 of the championship contenders are all right together in the back half of the top 10, with Johnson and Blaney struggling. As it stands, Noah Gragson is going to be the champion. Everything going perfectly for Stuart Haas Racing. Besides that he isn't winning, but he's contending for it. Lap 23. Somebody's going to have to make a move. Here goes Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch makes the move. Look at everybody thinking about dropping. Coming to lap number 24. Gregson is still hanging on. Still hanging on the second. He, Dillon, and Stenhouse are having an amazing battle. But I think this race might go caution free and this 10 car might come through as the champion. As long as nothing silly happens, I think he'll be fine. But can anybody mount a charge? We're coming to lap 25, I believe. Yeah, lap 25. Nobody can do anything. Gregson is falling back again. He's going to lose momentum. Chris Buescher is now ahead of him. Chris Buescher is the highest championship rated driver, championship contender, but he is 40 points back. Honestly, even more now after the stage points add up. Whoa! Michael McDowell drops out of line. Alright, Kyle Busch's car is okay. Lap 26. Gregson still hanging on with Dillon and Stenhouse. Here goes Ty Gibbs again, trying to do something. Oh, Hamlin and Blaney. Chastain and Busch get shuffled out. Austin Dillon still dominating. Is this going to be a night that Austin Dillon remembers? Could this be the best performance ever in a Diecast Racing Series race? Will this be the race that goes caution free? Kyle Busch drops. Cindric's looking middle. Bell's looking to the middle as well, but it's going to be Cindric who makes it there. He makes it. Getting down to crunch time, and I think Noah Gragson has this one sealed up. Lap 28 begins. It has been Noah Gragson's season since he won at Dover. It has been his year. In 3 laps time, he's going to be the champion. Just got to make it to those 3 laps, and you cannot crash. Ryan Blaney is making a charge. Here comes Ryan Blaney on the bottom. 2 laps to go. It's been Austin Dillon all night. Is it going to be his night yet again? Dillon, Stenhouse, Jones were all in the playoffs, but they got eliminated from championship contention. We are coming to the white flag. White flag this time. Is this going to be the first ever champion? Is this going to be the first ever caution-free race? Here comes the middle line. Gregson's up to 3rd. We're at the white flag lap. Final lap of the season. Dillon, Stenhouse, Gragson up to 3rd. Will he do anything? Can he do anything? think this is over. I think he's got it. I think we're gonna have our first ever caution-free race. Here we come. Austin Dillon's got it. Here comes Noah Gregson and AJ Allmendinger. They're up there. Here comes the 10, and the 16. We're 3 wide. Here comes a big push for Noah Gregson. SHR might win their last ever race. Here they come, side by side to the flag. Austin Dillon wins caution-free race. Gregson's the champion. Unbelievable finish. Stuart Haas would love the win, but it doesn't happen. But they're just as happy. They're the champs. And Austin Dillon gets his 3rd win of the season. Flawless race from Noah Gregson. Congratulations, everybody, for finishing. That's history. You just watched history. Caution-free race. It was a pretty tame race, but nobody could beat that 10 car today. And it showed. Gregson, first ever championship. Front row, you are lucky to have him. The 10 team in their last ever race get the job done, and Stuart Haas Racing has their 3rd ever championship. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to Austin Dillon on their 3rd win of the season. And he swept everything. You don't normally see that where they win stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. Hell, he might have led every lap tonight. And this race ended a photo finish. That was the first time they challenged him all night. Yeah, he was awesome tonight. Let's see, Dillon won Phoenix. He won Pocono, that crazy race, and he won Gateway. Wow. Noah Gregson, when he needed a good result, got it done. And with with 2,225 points is the champion. Let's get everybody else's. Let's see who've got 1st through 6th in the standings. We'll do this right away before we get to the burnouts. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Brad got 8th. Busher got 9th. I think. Yeah, Busher did. Allmendinger gets a top 10 for colleague. Congrats to them. So 28 and 29 points for Brad and Busher. Brad 29, Busher 28. Let's see Brad's first, as he might have snagged 2nd place in the standings. Who knows? He finishes with 2,176 points. He might have passed Christopher Bell and Jimmy Johnson. I doubt it, but he's definitely ahead of Ryan Blaney. And so is Chris Busher. Ryan Blaney is 6th in the standings. I know that for a fact. Because he finishes down in the 30s tonight. They did not have the car. Chris Busher finishes 10 points behind his boss at 2,166. So Allmendinger is 27. Wallace is 26. Christopher Bell got 12th tonight. So he finishes with 25 place points. So he is probably going to finish 2nd in the standings. He's at 2,185 points. So he finished 40 points behind Noah Gregson. Now let's see what Jimmy had, because he finishes in 15th. So that's 22 for Jimmy. Does he get second in the standings in his last race? Then we'll give our tributes to Truex, Kurt Busch, and Harvick, who all had pretty bad nights. Jimmy had 22 points just in general. And I believe that's going to put him at 2,177 points. So he just gets ahead of Brad. Now Ryan Blaney, he had the worst night out of all of them. He gets 35th, 34th, 33rd, 32nd. And that's only 35th is 2 points, 34th is 3, 33rd is 4. He only got 5 points in the night. 5 points for Ryan Blaney. So he is going to probably finish. He might not even get 6th in the standings. He might fall behind some people. Yeah, he very well could fall behind the likes of Austin Dillon. Speaking of which, I'll do his points right now. Yeah, he's behind Austin Dillon. Ryan Blaney's not even going to finish 6th in the standings. Holy crap. But now we're going to get everything together. Kyle Busch is 35th. Ryan Preece, 34th. Not what he needed job-wise. Kurt Busch is 33rd. Ryan Blaney, 32nd. William Byron, 31st. Kevin Harvick, 30th. Martin Truex, 29th. Not the send-offs they were wanting. Michael McDowell, 28th. Let's get this started up here. Stenhouse 3rd, Cindric 4th. Eric Jones got a top 5. Ty Gibbs gets 6th. Shane Van Gisbergen is 7th. Brad Keselowski 8th. And then Chris Buescher 9th, and AJ Allmendinger gets a top 10. Bubba Wallace 11th, Christopher Bell 12th. Corey LaJoie 13th. He had a solid run tonight. Joey Logano 14th. Jimmy Johnson could not get it done 15th. As Noah was the only Stewart-Haas car up in the front the entire night. 16th for Chase, 17th for Kyle Larson. Josh Berry gets 8th. Or Josh Berry gets 18th. Alex Bowman 19th. Tyler Reddick 20th. Denny Hamlin 21st. And then Todd Gilliland is 22nd. Chase Briscoe, Stewart-Haas Racing's last race. He will finish 23rd. 24th for Ross. 25th for the Pulsar, John Hunter Nemechek. Man, it was a struggle if you got shuffled to the back. You really could not make it up to the front. Harrison Burton 26th. Suarez 27th. Mike McDowell. And then, obviously, all these guys back here. Well, yeah, basically what we learned tonight is when you got shuffled to the back, you were not making it back up to the front. Everybody who started the race up front finished the race up front. And I think Austin Dillon may have led every lap. That is not even a joke. He might have led every single lap tonight, which is absolutely unheard of in this series. That's also never been done. So I'm going to have to check that. I'm pretty sure he did, but I'm not 100% sure. We will have to see on that. But what I do know is I have to get these results done. So I will most likely have to bring the computer over here and then get the results done, and then we can get the celebrations underway. But what's going to happen is we're going to have every retired driver stop by, and they're going to be 4 wide on the front stretch or at the start-finish line. And then they're going to all back up, and they're going to do separate burnouts in their final races in their final race. They will definitely all do burnouts. Well, they will. Actually, we'll try and get them all at the same time. Let's try and do that. Let's get the results underway first. Dylan first, Gregson second. Dylan the winner, Gregson second, the champion. Ricky Stenhouse, he gets third. Back-to-back third-place finishes for that team. Austin Singer gets a nice fourth tonight. Came from deep in the field to get that one. Eric Jones got fifth. Back-to-back fifth-place finishes for the 43 team. Nice, good job for him. Ty Gibbs gets a top 10, sixth. Shane Van Gisbergen comes home in seventh. Brad Keselowski, eighth. Not quite to get the title. Almost got third in the standings, but he'll settle for fourth. Chris Buescher, ninth. Not what he wanted. And then the colleague, AJ Allmendinger, how about them? They get a top 10. They're looking decent next year. They look decent already. Bubba Wallace is 11th. Christopher Bell gets 12th. They could have gained more points at some of those races where Noah didn't finish. This could be a lot different right now. 13th for Corey LaJoie. Joey Logano, 14th. Jimmy Johnson, 15th. Not quite enough. The 84 and 20 teams are probably just thinking about Martinsville right now, where they could have gained so many points on Noah because he was running so poorly, and then they both got shuffled to the back and they finished right by him, so they barely gained anything. Chase Elliott, 16th. Kyle Larson is 17th. Josh Berry, 18th. Alex Bowman, 19th. Wow, Hendrick. All the Hendrick guys were all around each other. Besides William Byron, he's in the back. Alex Bowman definitely did not hang on to 7th in the standings. Tyler Reddick gets 20th. 21st is Denny Hamlin. Todd Gilliland gets 22nd. '23rd is Chase Briscoe. Only gained 12 spots the whole night. Ross Chastain gets 24th. And just for the record, he probably would have lost the championship due to his performance tonight if he was in. But from Darlington, which was the regular season finale, to now, he finished 5 of the possible 8 races inside the top 10. 2 of them were second place finishes. Insane run. John Hunter Nemechek, the pole sitter. He gets 25th. Where is he? There's John Hunter. Um, 26th is Harrison Burton. Daniel Suarez, 27th. 28th for Michael McDowell. Where the hell is Michael McDowell? Oh, he's right here. 29th, Martin Truex. 30th for Kevin Harvick. William Byron gets 31st. Ryan Blaney, awful performance, 32nd. Kurt Busch is 33rd. Ryan Preece, 34th. And dead last, Kyle Busch, in 35th. So that's all the results. Now, it is time to honor the greats. Coming out to the front stretch now, here's Kurt Busch. The last race for that M&M's number 18 Toyota that his brother made famous. That won a championship. Here he comes to the front stretch. He's going to park up high. Then out comes his teammate. Both in their last race together for Joe Gibbs Racing. Martin Truex. Here he comes. Had a wonderful career. Finally got double-digit wins. He did that at Indy. Great to see them both in the playoffs in their last year ever. Kevin Harvick, not the swan song season he wanted. Probably should have stayed retired after that championship, but it was still a great career for Kevin. And man, it was nice to see that 29 car out on track. And then last but not least, Jimmy Johnson, the boss man of Legacy Motor Club. It was awesome to see him in the championship fight in his last race.
Oh, the other bone? Is that what you want? The other bony bone?
And he
What pup?
will park it on the bottom of the front straight away. So now it is time to let these engines basically let them rip. Here we go. Here comes Kurt Busch. He'll get the burnout started. Hey, thank you, Kurt Busch. Legendary career. Hang on, the freaking phone died. Oh great, now it's doing this. Awesome. Freaking awesome. This phone fucking sucks. Alright, let's try it again. Burnout started. Thank you, Kurt Busch. It was a great career. Kurt Busch's burnout is done. And he's going to wait for the rest of them. Another legendary career, finishing it at Joe Gibbs. Didn't get the championship just like his teammate, but he did get the last lap on Kurt. He'll finish 15th in the standings. Thank you, Martin Truex. It was a great career. Martin Truex's burnout is done. Now we have 2 more to go. The defending champ passing it on to his teammate, Stuart Haas. has won the last 2 championships in their last 2 seasons. Kevin Harvick in the 4 last year, Noah Gragson in the 10 this year. The 2023 champ is going to do his final burnout. Thank you, Kevin Harvick. Legendary career. Massive burnout from Kevin Harvick. Been the best so far. We have one more burnout to go. And it was the man who was in the championship fight tonight. He may not have gotten it done, but he's one of the legends. He had a great run this year. And I can't wait to see how he runs his new team, Legacy Motor Club, with the Toyotas. Thank you, Jimmy Johnson. Thank you for providing us with that legendary championship fight. And Jimmy Johnson will finish off these burnouts for these 4 greats. Unbelievable. Unbelievable careers for all 4. Now, we have some more business to attend to, as there are 2 more burnouts coming up. The race winner, Austin Dillon, and the champion, Noah Gragson. Here they come. Here they come now to the front straightaway. Noah's going to park and wait. Austin Dillon's going to celebrate a perfect night. Best win of his career. Now Austin will clear the stage for the champion. He has been the best driver since April this year. And he put on a clinic tonight in that Smithfield Ford. This is also the last race ever for Smithfield. We forgot to mention them. But hey, at least they're going to get some bacon in victory lane. For their final race, they're the champions. Noah's going to burn it down. There it is, the champion. Stewart Haas Racing's last burnout. Thank you for an epic 2024 Diecast Racing Series season. I can't wait for next year. RV out. Peace. What an awesome year. Well, now I gotta do that all over again. Alright. So now, I'm not gonna separate these videos as I did with the other channel, because this phone's actually competent and it'll work. Alright, so now here come our 4 champions to the front straightaway, folks. Jimmy Johnson in his last race. He'll park on the top. Kevin Harvick, the King of Phoenix. He'll come park in the middle. Kurt Busch does not beat his teammate in the points. He will be 16th to him. And Martin Truex will park on the bottom. So now, these four champs are going to get out of their cars and they're going to wave to the fans. Four great, legendary careers, all different from each other. One of them has a championship. That would be Kevin Harvick from last year. And now, you're going to see all of them burn it down. And why not get it started with the King of Phoenix? The defending champ from last year going to give up his crown to his teammate. As Stewart-Haas will go out with 2 back-to-back championships. Thank you, Kevin Harvick, for a legendary career. What a start to the burnouts tonight. Kevin Harvick puts on a smoke show as he flips it around, and he'll wait for the rest of the legends to be finished. Next up, it's Martin Truex. He gets the last laugh on his teammate Kurt Busch, as he'll finish 15th in the standings. Kurt will get 16th. Truex had a legendary career. The decline was real the last 2 years, but finally got that 10th win that we all knew he was going to get at Indy. And he got himself into the playoffs in his last season. Thank you, Martin Truex, for a legendary career. Burn it down. Awesome burnout from Martin. He'll come park next to Kevin Harvick. Next up, he finishes 16th in the standings at a real career resurgence. And this is the last race ever for Joe Gibbs Racing's number 18, M&M's Toyota. Wow, that feels really weird to say it, but it's Kurt Busch in the car. His brother made it famous, as it's the first ever championship winning car, the M&M's Toyota for Kyle Busch. But Kurt Busch, he got it done a couple times in that car in his last year. Thank you, Kurt Busch, for an amazing career. That was an awesome career resurgence you had at the end. Burn it down, Kurt. Awesome burnout from Kurt. He's gonna back up. He's gonna pull his brother's move. Kyle always drives backwards. Kurt's driving backwards. How about that? That's pretty awesome. And now, the man, the last legend, who was in the championship fight. He may not have gotten it done, It was a great career, and I can't wait to see how he does as the team owner of his new team in Toyota's Legacy Motor Club. Jimmy Johnson, for the last time, burn it down. Thank you, Jimmy, for your legendary career. You have made the 48 iconic, and the 84, you did a pretty good job on that as well. Burn it down, Jimmy. Thank you. Jimmy's was definitely the biggest of them all. The last legend, he was a part of this legendary championship fight, and he will park and complete the 4 Legends burnouts. Awesome job in these 4 careers. And man, it was an awesome story to tell. Your careers. So now we have 2 more cars heading up to the front straightaway. We have the race winner and the champion. Austin Dillon in a perfect night. He, I'm pretty sure, led every single lap of tonight's race and got 60 points. He won it in a photo finish over the man next to him, Noah Gragson, who is the champion. He wins the championship by at least over 30 points. But Austin Dillon will get to celebrate his perfect night as the champion. His perfect night in grand fashion. That's what I meant to say, grand fashion. Austin Dillon, perfect night. Bring it home with a perfect burnout, buddy. Congrats. Austin Dillon, the winner of this epic championship race. He really lulled it to sleep for a while, but he almost lost it, that one, to this man, the champion, Noah Gragson. Stewart-Haas doesn't get their last win. It did come at Talladega, but Noah almost got there. But that's fine. The championship is just like a win. But it's a bigger win. It's the biggest win of them all. He is a champion. Front Row Motorsports. You guys are lucky to have this man. He is going to be awesome for you guys. And I can't wait to see how he does for y'all. Noah, send us home with an epic burnout. Congratulations on your first of many championships. with the grandest burnout of them all. He's done it. He is the champion in this awesome 7th season of this Diecast Racing Series. The Diecast Racing Cup Series 7th season in 2024 belongs to Noah Gragson. And this is Smithfield's final race, not just Mars's final race. It's Smithfield's final race as well. And man, oh man, did they go out in grand fashion. But thank you everybody who tuned in to watch the 2024 Diecast Racing Cup Series season. I can't thank y'all enough. I can't wait for next season already. We'll see y'all in February for that. Congratulations to Stuart Haas Racing, Noah Gregson, Smithfield, and everybody over there for an amazing season and their 3rd ever championship, breaking the tie with Joe Gibbs for most championships won by a team, with 3 now for them as they go defunct. But they do it in the best way possible. That's it from this season. I'm RV, and I'm out. Peace. What a season it was.